Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, yeah, I did it. Stay tuned. All right, so coffee sponsor of today. Oh, it's my friend Tan Yi Feng James. James writes, "Yo, King Harry, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Here, buy you a coffee. Ask you, what do you think will be the next, ask you, who do you think will be the next GOAT, greatest of all time, after Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic?" Oh man, James, why are you asking me a question? It's gonna take me like a while to think about this one. I'm actually gonna do an episode on this with some of the coaches and see if we can analyze this a little bit greater. But we've been all talking about this for over 10 years. Well, who's next? Who's next? Well, nobody's really stepped up now except for maybe Alcaraz. Let's see how long this lasts before, he runs himself to being tired or into the ground. But we'll see. We'll do an episode on that one, okay? If you want to be my coffee sponsor of the day, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. Thank you all in advance. If you want to support the channel, super thanks is the way. Link is below. Thank you so much, guys. Here's to you, James. You've been hooking me up with all these coffees. All right, guys. So I finally did it. Everybody's talked to me for the past 35 years about Tretorn. Back in the day, we played with Tretorns. It's really heavy. It's like rocks. I think Tretorn and rocks kind of have the same reputation. Hard, arm breaking, really stiff ball that doesn't really go dead, right? Because they were a bunch of rubber, like just a lot of rubber, no air. So I decided to test out a case myself to see if it does have the bad rap that everybody talks about. They are still in business, guys. I know that you don't see them anywhere. No retail store carries them, at least not here on the West Coast, because I basically didn't even know they were still in business until I ordered this case. So, but let's take a quick look at what's going on here. Move a couple things around. So this is not a pressureless ball, but it's not a pressurized ball either. So supposedly there is 700 million, 700 million micro cells in each one of these tennis balls. So it's like a little, you ever drink bubble tea? So it's like these little bubble teas in there, the little bubbles, the tapioca ball in each one of these balls that basically inflate them. So this is how it comes. It comes in a bag. It comes in a bag like that. So it's called the Tretorn Micro X. And it feels like a normal ball. It feels like a normal ball. It's not heavy. Let's put it to the test, guys. Let's put it to the test. I got to scale out. Okay. This ball. Let's see if it weighs any more. 57. That's grams if you're asking. Trinity. 58. Interesting. So they're going to weigh the same as a Trinity. What if we throw a Pro pin on it? 57. Huh. So they're all in range of each other. So there's no difference. Ooh, there's no difference? I mean, it doesn't feel heavier. We'll do the squeeze test here. I'll squeeze the X for you, just so you can see it. It's pretty firm. I'll grab the Trinity. That's pretty firm too. I would say the Trinity might be a little firmer. It's right there. Let's do the drop test. Micron here, okay? Trinity on the right. Same time almost. So we got those balls basically for the ball machine, since they last forever. We haven't tested it out yet, but we know how the Trinity is in the ball machine. Those things will go bald and still bounce. Will the Micron X do the same from Tree Torn? Well, let's go test them first. Let's go see if we can hit with them and see how they are on the court. All right, so see you on the court.
It does sound a little dead, huh?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Get that elbow back, Gary. Good. There you go. Nice.
Missed. Yeah, here we go.
Woo. Ooh.
All right, so we just finished with the Tree Torn, and then we went to the Trinity. I know what I saw, but I'm gonna hand that over to you. I'm gonna take that away.
Okay, so both balls are similar in construction. You can tell that they both have the same, almost kind of a dead sound. When you hit it well, it actually, it pops, but it sounds like it's a little bit dead. I told Harry that I liked the outside of this ball. I feel like is a better quality and a truer bounce. This ball, as you can see, it started to wear right away. And this one, not as much. But this, look at how it has a tighter felt. And you can really feel in here, you can really feel the plastic or the rubber. And that almost created weird bounces or an inconsistent bounce, I felt like. Whereas this had a more consistent bounce. This ball did feel like out of the box, it had more air. It was a popping off the ground feeling. This one actually was a little bit mushier. But I do like the feel in the hand of this ball more than this one. And I don't know,
They both weighed the same.
They both weigh the same. It's weird because it almost looks like this is a bigger ball.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Visually, it looks
Yeah,
like
it
it's a
does.
bigger ball.
It might be the
But it's just I think the difference in the felt.
extra weight that it put on over COVID.
That's true. That's very true.
So they're made differently, though.
Okay.
They're made differently. This has actually a thicker inside, a little more rubber,
Okay.
but still light rubber. And then there's actually air, a little bit of air inside the center.
Inside the center.
Whereas there's like little boba tea things,
Yeah.
you know, like tapioca in
Yep,
here all
yep,
around.
all around.
So the
kind of filled.
construction's a little different. I felt like your ball jumped more here.
Yes.
It like took off a little more.
Yes.
Kind of flattened up a little more here.
Yes.
So
We could rally.
trending livelier.
Yeah, we could rally better.
Yeah.
Kind of with
yeah.
this ball.
Your ball slowed up for
It's
me.
slowed
That's
up.
why.
Yeah. We had better rallies with this ball. This ball it was harder to rally with.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting is so I had these balls out with my group here 3 weeks ago, and they all said the same thing. They were making so many more errors. They just felt like this ball went through the air so much faster
Interesting.
than more of like a dart.
Yeah.
Rather than like a kind of a curl
Right.
that a U.S. Open would have. This was kind of like a bam, like it went faster.
Right.
So they felt like they were making more errors with it.
But let's just dispel the myth. This didn't feel like a rock, and it didn't hurt your arm,
No, it actually felt soft.
right?
It actually felt softer than this.
Yeah. No, I was like, oh, I actually appreciate that ball because
This would be an amazing teaching ball.
definitely.
I think it would be a great teaching ball, great ball in the basket for sure. Easy on the arm, didn't feel heavy. It was great.
No, it'll probably last a good amount of time too.
Yeah. The feel was different,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, the same bounce for sure.
It felt kind of almost like a green dot ball.
Yes, it did. It had a lighter feel to it.
Right. And you
did.
could crush it a little more, and
Yeah,
it would
you-
compress.
You compress more.
Yeah.
And you really feel your racket kind of
Yeah.
taking that ball, and putting spin on it. Yeah.
I liked it.
It was
Good
good.
training ball.
Very good training ball.
ball.
Yeah, I think like, for trying to rally more, being more consistent, great ball.
Okay. And they'll last forever, guys. I want to thank Coach Pablo for hanging out with me today and
go.
testing out the Tree Torn Micro X.
Nice.
Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Is this on?
Harry, what are we doing here?
Oh, hey, bud. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I'm just setting up my swing vision over here so that during our hitting session, we can, see how bad I'm doing today.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
But you won't be doing bad, Harry.
No,
You'll be moving your feet, watching the ball.
This is why I love you, buddy.